OnePlus 10 Pro. Now I know what the title says, and you're gonna say, oh, the OnePlus 11 is coming out in February, okay, but that doesn't mean we should just completely disregard the predecessor, the OnePlus 10 Pro. I think you should buy this device, and here's why. So we know that with OnePlus devices, their charging speeds and their battery life, at least in my experience, the battery life, it was great. But charging speeds in general, really good. Now, for just a disclaimer, for those who are in the US, the OnePlus 10 Pro charging speeds is capped at 65 watts. Outside the US, it's 80 watts. But I'm going to talk about the 65 watts just because this is US based. 65 watts charging, so 0 to 100 in just over 30 minutes. I think that's great. You don't need to charge the OnePlus 10 Pro overnight. Literally, go to sleep, wake up in the morning. If you're gonna take your shower and have your breakfast and get ready for the day, do all of that. Plug it in, 30 minutes, just over 30 minutes, you're all set to go for the day. A half hour is going to take you throughout the entire day, and that's what I love about OnePlus devices. And it has a pretty beefy 5,000 milliamp hour battery. For me, it lasts the entire day. I'm getting about 5.5, 6 hours of screen on time. So that is a huge plus. And I'm a heavy user. So if you're a lighter user, you don't really tend to use your phone too often throughout the day because of work or whatever it is, this is going to last you even longer. A heavy user like me who's frequently on their phone because of work, it's definitely going to drain out a little bit quicker, but for a light user, I can definitely recommend this. And charging speeds, and it also has wireless charging too, but just general wired charging is a huge plus. Next up is actually going to be performance. This is a very controversial reason, mainly because a lot are going to say Oxygen OS isn't the OnePlus fan favorite that we used to have back in the day. I do agree with that. Oxygen OS, it has changed a lot. However, Android 13 that I have on the OnePlus 10 Pro still performs like a champ and still very smooth, buttery smooth and very quick. So my model comes with 8 gigs of RAM and 120 gigs of storage. You can get a 12 gig RAM, 256 gigs of storage, but just in general usage, I've had no hiccups. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 performs like a beast. And if you're watching this in 2023, don't worry, that Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 is still going to perform really well. I also love the display on the OnePlus 10 Pro. It has a really good, superb 120 Hertz AMOLED display, an LTPO AMOLED display. Absolutely love it when I'm viewing lots of YouTube videos and playing lots of Call of Duty Mobile, which is my absolute favorite mobile game. Just pick it up for like a 5-minute break, play one game, then continue and do whatever I'm doing. But I'm always consuming a lot of media, so for me, I need a really crisp display. This gets the job done. And that's why I added it in performance, because you kind of do want a really good display with that speed, with that good software. So for me, I would recommend it because of that. I've been following OnePlus since its initial release of its first device, the OnePlus One. And price always stood out. And it still does stand out even for today. So this was released at $799, which is already a good price for what you're getting with the OnePlus 10 Pro. But it frequently goes on sale, and I've seen it for as low as $549. I'll be leaving links in the description down below. So if you do want to check it out, definitely, it's easier to recommend it at even a lower price. It's already good to recommend at $799, but when you see it at a lower price, it's like, why am I not even buying this phone when well, for those who are in need of a new device. If you don't need a new device, I would say, like, it's up to you at that point. But if you're looking for a new device and you come across especially a $550 brand new OnePlus 10 Pro, you gotta take it. Like, it's a super good deal. And we can compare this to something like the Pixel 7 Pro, the Galaxy S22 Plus. I don't really say Ultra just because it's just like one above the OnePlus 10 Pro and something like the iPhone 14 Pro. So I would say Galaxy S22 Plus kind of fits in Samsung's lineup with the OnePlus 10 Pro. That's just my opinion. You might not agree. That's okay. But for me, pricing, like if I were to If I was not making any of this stuff and I came across a $550 OnePlus 10 Pro, I would buy it instantly. So price is a easy recommendation. It's an easy reason why you should buy this device. And yeah, OnePlus 10 Pro. If you made it to this part of the video, I know OnePlus 11 is gonna come out in a couple months. I get it, but that seriously, it doesn't mean like, okay, we got to stop looking at its predecessors of every single manufacturer and OEM. No. I think it's time. This is the time to start looking at the predecessors because we're getting such incremental upgrades year over year, and the prices of the predecessors are just dropping much more. I think it's a better deal to pick up the predecessor rather than its successor. That's just my opinion. So if you do agree, let me know in the comments down below. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to smash the like button, comment down below, and best of all, share this video because it really does help out the channel a lot. It will help push my content out to more people. That's been it for me, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.